ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ओम श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। అందరూ కూడా చెప్పుకోండి, వచ్చేసింది కనుక కలిసి చెప్పుకున్నట్టుగా అనుకుందాం. శరదిందు సమాకారే పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి వాసరాపీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే. ఇంకొకసారి చెప్పుకుందాం. శరదిందు సమాకారే పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి వాసరాపీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే. బాగుందండి. ఈ శ్లోకం చాలా మందికి వచ్చేసింది, కంఠస్థం అయిపోయింది. అంచేత వెంకట గారు మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా మీరు స్టార్ట్ చేసేసేయండి. ఇంకా
everybody,
yes sir, please.
under last week shlokal, yeah, many of you have already memorized. That is very good. So we did 2 shlokas last week, so we are going to quickly go to the third shloka. Everyone must have seen the link. The document and the audios are there in the WhatsApp group description. Okay, so let me start with the third shloka. So atithihi, make sure this tha mahapranas are pronounced clearly. Atithihi kila pujarha. So whenever there is a visarga followed by a ka, the sound after for the visarga will be ah sound. Atithih kila pujarha prakrito api vijanata. Prakrito kr is a it's a achu. Rikara is an achu. Okay, prakrito api vijanata. Dharmam, underline the mahaprana dha. Jignasa manena kim punastvadrisho mahan. Kim punastvadrisho. Do not stress upon the da. Okay, it's a dr. Okay, it's not. Do not say punastadrisho. It's punastvadrisho mahan. Okay, so Narayana will repeat. Sri Kriti Narayan. Atithih kila pujarha.
Atithih kila pujarha. Atithih kila pujarha.
Okay, so everyone has to repeat loud, clearly, because we are watching all. Guru Garu is also seeing all the children. So you have to open your mouth fully and loud chant. Okay, everyone has to chant. Okay, atithih kila pujarha.
Atithih kila pujarha. Atithih kila pujarha.
Prakritopi vijanata.
Prakritopi vijanata. Prakritopi vijanata.
Dharmam jignasamanena.
Dharmam jignasamanena. Dharmam jignasamanena.
Kim punastvadrisho mahan.
Kim punastvadrisho mahan. Kim punastvadrisho mahan.
So now we will do 2 padams together. Okay, atithih kila pujarha. Prakritopi vijanata.
Atithih kila pujarha. Prakritopi vijanata. Atithih kila pujarha. Prakritopi vijanata.
Dharmam jignasamanena. Kim punastvadrisho mahan.
Dharmam jignasamanena. Kim punastvadrisho mahan. Dharmam jignasamanena. Kim punastvadrisho mahan.
So now we'll go to the complete shloka. So this shloka can be chanted fully without a break in between, but because all of you are small children, we are breaking it for after every 8 syllables as per the Anushtup Chandas. Okay? So we'll chant by 8 syllables only, half of padam, okay, half of line. Okay? So we'll chant the whole shloka. Okay, try to memorize by the end of this repetition. Try to memorize. Okay. अतिथि किल पूजार्हः प्राकृतोऽपि विजानता धर्मं जिज्ञासमानेन किं पुनस्त्वादृशो महान्
अतिथिः किल पूजार्हः प्राकृतोऽपि विजानता धर्मं जिज्ञासमानेन किं पुनस्त्वादृशो महान् अतिथिः किल पूजार्हः प्राकृतोऽपि विजानता धर्मं जिज्ञासमानेन किं पुनस्त्वादृशो महान्.
Very good. So anyone has memorized? Anyone wants to try? Okay. Anish. Okay. Sankalp. Okay. Anish, Sankalp, Sai Srijan, Shriya. Okay. Let us try Sai Shriya. So we'll try to give chance everyone.
Chance to others.
So we will listen to the summary. Let us listen to the Guru Garu's explanation, and then by that will have you some more time for you to memorize also. So Guru Garu, if you can.
Okay. నా మాట వినిపిస్తుందండి?
వినిపిస్తుందండి. Yes, we can say. Yeah.
Here, what the great sage Valmiki indicates through this shloka, who are the people involved here? One, the Mainaka, that is Mainaka, the mountain. Then he is speaking to Hanuman. These are the two persons. Mainaka says, yes, you are the most important guest in our premises now. You are going through our premises. Premises means the place through which you are passing on. Normally, any guest has to be respected. That's why that actually is meant in our Vedas also. Atithi devo bhava. That is, you have to treat the guest as a divine entity. So here he says, even by any learned person, Vijanata, that is, by learned person, even ordinary man also, if he comes as a guest, he must be respected. He must be honored. Atidhihi prakrutaha api. If the guest is not a highly great scholar, is ordinary person, even then he has to be honored. Pujarhaha. Whereas you are a great personality, you are not ordinary. If you yourself, such a great person, is coming to our area, then you must be definitely honored by us. Swadrushaha Mahan, a person like you, he has to be definitely honored by all means. And what type of personality? You know everything. Dharmam jijñāsamanena. That actually here we know the rule also. A person who doesn't know the rule also has to respect the guest. Whereas when we know the rule that the guests have to be honored, it is our fundamental duty. So definitely we request you, sir, to accept our honoring you. There is a great meaning here. This actually principle is not only between Hanuman and Mainaka. This principle we have to remember it, and whenever guests come to our house, we have to honor them. We have to give a good performance in their presence. Actually, we should not misbehave. Please understand it. Respectfully, we have to behave in their presence. That is a brief meaning of this shloka. Please proceed, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so all of you understood. You have to respect the guests. So now let me pick Shriya Tanguturi. Shriya, can you? Yeah.
अतिथिः किल पूजार्हः प्राकृतोऽपि विजानता धर्मं जिज्ञासमानेन किं पुनस्त्वादृशो महान्.
Tamam. Give her a big round of applause. Give one more. Kameshwari. Kameshwari.
अतिथिः किल पूजार्हः प्राकृतोऽपि विजानता धर्मं जिज्ञासमानेन किं पुनस्त्वादृशो महान्.
Very good job. Uttamam. So yeah, we will listen to others also. Like when we start the class sooner. So try to give only a couple of students every shloka. So we'll go to the next shloka. Okay. So like the last shloka, everyone please repeat loud. Okay. Repeat loud chant. Okay. So Ramasya Esha. Ramasya Esha. Okay. I has to be a long. Okay. It is longer than the dirghas. Okay. Ramasya Esha. Sha. This Sha is a different from the Sha. The one that you see in Shiva is different from the Sha that you see here, which is in Vishnu. Hitayaiva. Ramasya Hitayaiva Yati Dasharather Hathe. Make sure that tha is heard as a tha, not like a dha. Okay. Rather harihi. Dasharather harihi. Sat kriyam. Okay. So if you are looking at the Telugu English script also, Sat kriyam. Make sure that ta, ka, ra, all three are heard. Sat kriyam kurvata tasya toshitosmi dridham tvaya. Toshitosmi dridham tvaya. Ramasyaisha hitayaiva yati dasharather harihi satkriyam kurvata tasya toshitosmi dridham tvaya. So repeat it clearly, loud, twice. Okay. Ramasyaisha hitayaiva.
रामस्यैषा हितायैव रामस्यैषा हितायैव
याति दाशरथेर हरिहि
याति दाशरथेर् हरिः याति दाशरथेर् हरिः
तत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य
सत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य सत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य
तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया
तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया.
Okay, so we'll chant two padams together. Repeat loud again. Ramasyaisha hitayaiva yati dasharather harihi.
रामस्यैषा हितायैव याति दाशरथेर्हरिः रामस्यैषा हितायैव याति दाशरथेर्हरिः
तत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया
सत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया सत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया.
Okay, so try to memorize it. Okay, we'll repeat it the whole shloka 2 times. Okay, Ramasyaisha hitayaiva yati dasharather harihi satkriyam kurvata tasya toshitosmi dridham tvaya.
रामस्यैषा हितायैव याति दाशरथेर्हरिः सत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया रामस्य रामस्यैष हितायैव याति दाशरथेर्हरिः सत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया.
Will explain the meaning and then we'll come back to. Okay, sir.
Sir, right, start.
Yeah, sir. Yes.
Please advise me. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Once we have completed the pronunciation, Guru Garu will give us the meaning, and then we'll go back to whoever has memorized.
Okay.
So,
Now, in this, who is saying these words? Now, Mainaka, he wanted to honor Hanumanji. So he requested Hanumanji to take rest on his mountain and then proceed subsequently. But Hanumanji said, no, there is hurry is there. I am in a hurry. I have to go. I am happy with your mannerisms. So let me proceed. This act, this entire discussion or the attempt of Mainaka to help Hanuman, it was observed by the king of Devas, that is Devendra. Lord Indra has seen how Mainaka was trying to help Hanumanji. Devendra felt extremely happy with the behavior and the procedure with which Mainaka tried to help. So he says, now this is a statement made by Devendra. Devendra is Lord of Indras, Lord of Devas. He says, hey Mainaka, this Hanuman is the word that is indicated by this word here, Harihi. Hari, the word Hari has one meaning. Normally one meaning is Lord Vishnu. Another meaning is monkey also. Hari means monkey also. That meaning is there. Here Hari means Hanuman. So this Hanuman is going in the interest of Rama, Sri Rama. And who is Rama? He is the son of Dasharatha. So Hanuman is going now, he is proceeding to help Sri Rama, who is son of Dasharatha. And you have tried to help him. Satkriyam kurvata tasya, by trying to help him, by trying to honor him. You have done an excellent job. By doing that job, I am extremely happy. Toshitaha asmi drodham. Drodham toshitaha, I am extremely happy. I am made happy by you. By whom? By you. That word is meant by Tvaya. That is here. If suppose if you are trying to help somebody else, some other person will be observing you. And if he is a good-natured person, he will be appreciating you. Even if the second person has not received the help. He said, all right, thanks. But once the behavior actually of yours indicates a helping nature, then you will be appreciated by great people. So normally, we should try to help. And sometimes, again, from this sloka, I have to learn one more thing. We have to appreciate those people who are trying to help. Happy with you as you helped others. But at the same time, you have to try to appreciate the others. That also is indicated in this sloka. Very nice. Proceed.
good. Thank you, sir. So we'll see how many of you have memorized. We'll give a chance to Akhilesh.
रामस्यैष हितायैव याति दाशरथेर्हरिः सत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया.
Very good.
Uttamam, very good job. So we would like everyone to memorize in the class itself, okay? So please focus while you are learning. Let me pick another student.
From Hyderabad?
So this, yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, we have to raise the hand so that way I will know. And also your videos also should be on. I would not know who is from where, but unless you raise your hand and your face is visible. Sir, if you want to pick someone,
I'm not able to see, sir. I'm not able to see. Anyway,
Okay, that's fine.
choice.
Yeah,
Choice.
we want each and every student to memorize in the class. Okay, so Narayani Chinmayi.
Sir, I am getting one idea.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Venkatagaru,
Yes, sir.
I am
Yeah,
getting an idea. Before start of the class, as we have done a sample base today, we'll have another 10
Yes.
minutes coming in advance and getting this kind
Yes.
of, okay, how it will be.
Yes, we can do that. Yeah. So
Class will start
yeah,
at 8
so-
o'clock only, as per IST. But before that, 10 minutes we will spare for this kind of hearing from the
Correct.
students.
Yes. Yeah.
If it is acceptable, then next time we
Yeah,
can
we
plan
can
it.
do that.
Huh?
Yeah. So, but for every shloka, if at least one or two students chant,
Yeah, one.
it will be a repetition.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So one or two. So Narayani, go ahead, Narayani Chinmayi.
रामस्यैष्य हितायैव याति दाशरथेर्हरिः सत्क्रियां कुर्वता तस्य तोषितोऽस्मि दृढं त्वया.
Uttamam, very good job. So like this, we want everyone to memorize, and then all this script and audios are also there in the WhatsApp group description. Okay. So if anyone still has any questions, you can send a message to Sri Veda Bharati in the email, or you can put it here in this chat message. Okay. Thank you, sir. So
Yeah.
over to Ramanaya Garu.
Ramanaya garu,
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
మీరు ఎగ్జిట్ ఇచ్చారా? మీరు ఎగ్జిట్ ఫ్రమ్ ది షేర్ స్క్రీన్ ఇచ్చారా వెంకట గారు? యా. నో Ramanaya garu will take up 2 items. One is moral story, another one is a legend. Please, sir. People are very eager. Children are very eager.
Others, could you please go on mute? Some resound is coming.
Sir. Yes, sir. Sir, fast.
So, friends, so in the last session, just we have learnt about the Mitralabham. There was a story related to elephants and mice. So today, so we are learning. Yes, we are going to learn another story. Same as that Mitralabham, just gaining friends and how the advantage of friendship. So in this story, so there were 4 friends: a deer, a turtle, a crow, and a rat. They were friends. They lived happily in a jungle. One day, the deer was caught in a hunter's trap, and the friends made a plan to save him. The deer struggled as if it was in pain, and then it lay motionless, with eyes wide open, as if it were dead. The crow and the other birds then sat on the deer and started poking it, as they do to as it is a dead animal. Right then, the turtle crossed the hunter's path to distract him. The hunter left the deer, assuming it dead, and went after the turtle. Meanwhile, the rat threw open the net to free the deer, while the crow picked up the turtle and quickly took it away from the hunter. So from this story, just we can know, so the advantage of friendship, a true friendship, is a good friendship. So all these 4 animals, and then all these 4 animals and birds, so they were living happily in the jungle. One day, a hunter came and he laid a trap to catch the animal. So unfortunately, the deer was caught in that net, and the other friends, the crow and turtle and the mouse, they have planned in such a way that they have made the hunter think that the deer was dead, the deer was dead, and he can take it. But while crossing the path, while coming towards this deer, so the turtle, what it has done, it crossed its path, and just after seeing this turtle, well, the hunter thought, okay, I can catch this turtle also. So I will have two animals in my hand. So I will have a feast. And thinking like that, just he went after that turtle and he tried to catch it. So meanwhile, what happened? the crow just is sitting on the head of the deer, and just it pretending as if it is piercing the eyes of that deer, because it fell motionless, and it pretended as if it is dead. So after that, so the turtle, when the hunter went after this turtle, so he saw, meanwhile, the mouse has come out from its hole, and it has cut open that net, and it released the deer, and all the deer escaped from the net, and the crow flew, just it has flown away. So meanwhile, this turtle has slipped into the water, nearby the water in the lake. So the hunter, he was a disappointed person. So he could not do anything. So he came forward, he came back towards this deer, and he found it is not there. So he was very much disappointed and distressed, and he left. And he was a sad man. You see, he left that place, and he has gone back. So meanwhile, all these four, so they have planned in such a way. So they executed the plan very wonderfully, and they saved the life of this deer collectively. And from this we can learn teamwork can achieve great results. Teamwork, what is that teamwork? All the four together, they have planned, they have executed this thing, and then they helped the deer escaping from the net. So they have saved the deer's life. So the hunter he was a greedy man. What he has done, so instead of catching this deer, so he went after that turtle. And from this also we can know. So everybody knows there is an idiom: a bird in hand is worth two birds in the bush. Because you should be content with whatever you are having in hand. So you should not go for another one which is not yours, which you cannot do, which you cannot get it. So that is the second lesson. The other one is a friend in need is a friend indeed. So this also conveys the message what the true friendship is, and how we can how we can manage things collectively. So as a team. So this is the lesson from this Mitralabha, the story. It is very small story. So most of you must be knowing it, and yes, you must have because these things. This is from the Mitralabha content for part one strategy. So from this we can go to the other one. So we are going to. I am going to tell you some two of the greatest men in India we had is ancient in India. So one is Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya is a great emperor. So he was the emperor of this Maurya Empire. So he was the founder of the Maurya Empire and the first emperor to unity most of Greater India into one state. He ruled from 322 BC until the voluntary retirement and abdication in favor of his son Bindusara in 298. So Chandragupta Maurya. So most of you must be knowing who is Chandragupta Maurya, because he was one of the greatest warrior king. So India, the Bharat, just ancient India had. He ruled this Magadha Samraj. In the year 340 BC, just between 340 BC and 298 BC, he lived in that during that period, and he has ruled that Magadha Samraj, just empire, for about 30-40 years. Chandragupta Maurya was a pivotal figure in the history of India. Prior to his consolidation of power, most of the Indian subcontinent was divided into small states, while the Nanda Empire dominated the Indus-Gangetic plain. Chandragupta succeeded in conquering and subjugating almost all of the Indian subcontinent by the end of his reign, except the Tamil regions and modern-day state Odisha. His empire extended from Bengal in the east to Afghanistan and Baluchistan in the west, to the Himalayas and Kashmir in the north, and to the Deccan Plateau and the south. It it was the largest empire yet seen in Indian history. So you can from the map you can see how he has expanded his empire. So one thing we have to mention here, Chandragupta, when you think about Chandragupta Maurya, so you have to mention the other name also, Chanakya. Chanakya and Chandragupta Maurya, these two persons are inseparable. Chanakya, the other person, is a great politician of Chanakya or Vishnugupta or Kautilya, was a teacher to the first Maurya emperor, Chandragupta, the first emperor in the archaeologically recorded history to rule the complete Indian subcontinent. There is a story behind this. Chandragupta, Chanakya was a Brahmin, so he was a scholar and he is a learned man. So once he went to the court of the Nanda, Mahananda, so who is ruling this Magadha Samrajya, Magadha Empire. So in the court, so he has given some advice as far regarding the governance and some other things. Further, he was insulted and heckled by the Nanda dynasty, the Nanda king. So he got annoyed and he left the court by taking a vow that he will destroy the Nanda dynasty in no time. So he will be defeated. Like that, yes, he has a challenge and he has taken a vow to destroy that Nanda king. After coming back, so he found this boy, Chandragupta Maurya, a small boy who has got some leadership qualities. He was playing with some other children and he found him, he should be the leader, future king. He can only do something. So he brought him, he has taken him, he taught him education, he educated him, and he taught him so many skills, and he made him a great warrior. So like that, he also built an army of rebel, a great army. So this army, with this army, he revolted against the Nanda kings, and the Nanda kings, they were defeated and they were overpowered and they were overthrown from the kingdom, from the throne. And so that was occupied by this Chandragupta Maurya. He was coronated as the emperor, as the king to the Magadha Samrajya. So during his time, Magadha Samrajya, Chandragupta Maurya, he expanded his kingdom from the east, in the east Bengal, to the west, northwest Afghanistan, to the north Jammu Kashmir, to south Deccan Plateau. He could not conquer this southern part of this Bharat because there were very powerful kingdoms were there, Pandya and Chera and Chola. So he could not occupy those things. So during his reign, Chanakya was the mentor and teacher and guide and a minister to Chandragupta Maurya. During his career, Chandragupta, Kautilya, Chanakya, he has written Ardhasastra, a very well-known political treatise, economic treatise. Ardhasastra means it is full of economic ideas, political ideas, and everything. How to govern the kingdom and how to govern the people. How to all ideas are incorporated in those book. It's a very great book, and he was particularly known for his writings as a philosopher, as a political ideologist, and everything. So he was still remembered in Bharat as Chanakya. Chanakya means just if anybody is a very clever, intelligent, and all in political side. So we can say he's Chanakya. He's a great Chanakya. He can manage things like that. So Chanakya, that is the case of Chanakya. So together they have expanded the kingdom and empire, and they ruled they brought laurels to the country, that Bharat. Yes. So so you can see from this map. So how the empire was, the Maurya Empire was during that particular time. So you can see it is stretched, extended from east to west. east, in the east, just Bengal, and to the west, Afghanistan, the Kandahar, and just Hindu Kush, the mountains, and to the south, it is up to Madhya Pradesh, just below that, and in the north, Jammu, Kashmir, and Tibet, and Nepal, and everything. So how big it was. The Magadha, Pataliputra was the capital of this Maurya kingdom. So you can see from the stamp released by the government, so a stamp of Samudra, the Maurya, Chandragupta Maurya. So with this, we can conclude, yes, so these two great men. So one of the, we cannot forget these two great men. One Chanakya and the other one Chandragupta Maurya. After this, he just sometime in after his he has at the end of his career, just Chandragupta Maurya just he went southward and he died somewhere in the part of Karnataka, Shravan-Belagala or somewhere. So he has given that he coronated just Bindusara as his heir to the Magadha kingdom. So like this, so we can say, so Chandragupta Maurya was one of the greatest warrior kings of Hindu kings, just we can mention. And Chanakya, we cannot forget Chanakya for his works, Ardhasastra and whatever it may be for his. So with this, so we can say what our history tells us. So how just our old ancestors were there, how they have contributed just to our whatever it may be, just our culture and all everything. So I think so I can make you understand, so to some extent, these things, because I have selected these Chanakya and Chandragupta. So because I thought just we can make out something good from these two characters. So,
now actually,
is it okay? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's all right. Screen share నుంచి బయటకు వచ్చేసేయండి. You come out.
Madam?
మీరు స్టాప్ చేయొచ్చండి. యూ కెన్ స్టాప్.
I can stop share, no?
స్టాప్ స్క్రీన్ అని పెట్టండి, అది చేయండి. ఏమండి మనకు ఇంకొక నా మాట వినిపిస్తుందా వెంకట్ గారు?
వినిపిస్తుందండి.
Now we are entering into another. Now you see, Ramana Gari has given excellent stories today. One is from Panchatantram, another is about two great people of this country, Maurya Chandragupta and Chanakya. Now we got one more great scholar who lived in this country. Our entire knowledge of grammar is contributed by one of the great sages, Sage Panini. Now, this is one of the most important shlokas which you have to get by heart. I will read out and then you please practice one after the other. Drutta, మీరు రిపీట్ చేయండి వెంకట గారు. Druttavasane నటరాజరాజో ననాదఢక్కాం నవపంచవారం ఉద్ధర్తు కామః సనకాదిసిద్ధాన్ ఏతద్విమర్శే శివసూత్రజాలం. Once more we will repeat. Druttavasane natarajo nanadadhakkam navapanchavaram uddhartu kamas sanakadisiddhan
उद्धर्तु कामः सनकादिसिद्धान्
एतद्विमर्शे शिवसूत्रजालम्
एतद्विमर्शे शिवसूत्रजालम्.
The importance of this shloka I will tell you now. Lord Shiva, Maheshwara, every day evening he will be making Shiva Tandavam and Kailasa. And he has in his hand one instrument called as a dhakka. He will be playing the dhakka, it will be giving sounds. Great people assembled there to witness the Shiva Tandavam, dance, the cosmic dance of Lord Shiva. Who are the great people who participated? Sanakadi Siddhan, Sanaka, Sanat Kumara, Sanat Sujata, like that great rishis, Bharata Rishi, because of whom we got this Bharatanatyam, Banasura, who has 1,000 hands and he will be able to play 1,000 instruments at a time. And then another great Pandit, his name is Panini. Panini, at that time he was not intelligent. At that time he was not a great scholar, but he is a great devotee. That's all. But he could please Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva knows what to be given to whom. So Nataraja Rajaha, he is the king of the dancers of the dance. That is Nataraja Rajaha. Nruttavasane, at the end of the dance, he played that instrument dhakka. How many times? Nava Panchavaram, 9 plus 5, 14 times he played that instruments. Tak 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 tak, like that actually. For what purpose? Everybody was thinking in their own way, in his own way. Yes, Lord Shiva is having great compassion towards me. Everybody is feeling. So Sanaka, Sanat Kumara, Sanat Sujata, like that, all the great rishis, they're extremely happy. Simultaneously, this young boy, Panini, he also heard the 14 sounds played by Lord Shiva using that dhakka. He understood in a different way. He felt that these 14 times playing that instrument is generating 14 varieties of sounds like Ayavun, Aruluk, Eong, Ayouch, Hayavarat, Lan, Yamagananam, Jabai, Gadadash, Jabagadadash, Kapa Chadada Jadato, Kapai, Shatasar, Hal. These are the 14 varieties of sounds he heard from the playing of that instrument of dhakka by Lord Shiva. He memorized it instantly. It's a photographic memory. Not again 2 times or 3 times memorizing it. Instantly he captured the sounds in his mind. He was illuminated. He got extreme knowledge. He immediately became blessed by Lord Shiva in the form of 14 sutras. They are called as Maheshwara Sutras. What are they called? Maheshwara Sutras. Because they are all generated by Maheshwara. These 14 sutras, actually they are the rock bottom of our Vyakarana, Sanskrita Vyakarana. And the Vyakarana he has written subsequently, it is called as Ashtadhyayi, 8 chapters. He is in entire grammar of Sanskrit, he has brought into 8 chapters. That's why it is called as Ashtadhyayi. That is a great contribution. And this Ashtadhyayi, the grammar book, normally which we treat as grammar, but actually it is containing the science of computers also. What actually the way the computers have to be designed, what type of systems they have to do, how the programming has to be done, what is the secret of programming, what is the process of programming. They're all embedded in these 14 sutras and subsequently in the Panini Sutras, Maheshwara Sutras, and the Panini Vyakarana of Ashtadhyayi. This book written by Panini was further elaborated by another rishi called as Katyayana or Vararuchi. It was further elaborated and highly commented by another great scholar and sage, Patanjali, sage Patanjali. So Panini, Katyayana, and Patanjali, these 3 people are called as Munitrayam. Munitrayam, that is 3 great Munis. And they are the people who are the source of information for our grammar. and the commentary written by Patanjali is called as Mahabhashya. What is it? It is called as Mahabhashya. The book written by Panini is called as Ashtadhyayi, and the commentary written by Patanjali is called as Mahabhashya. Subsequent, actually, you have to, why I am telling this is your entire knowledge, Atsulu and Hallulu, what we call, they are all generated from these 14 sounds only. Those 14 sounds we will learn subsequently. Okay, it's good. Thank you. Now, Bhaskar Garu.
Yeah, I want to mention one thing here.
Yes, sir. I am
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ashtadhyayi. So we have a child here in this group who
Acha.
has memorized 2 adhyayas of Ashtadhyayi. So
Excellent, sir.
Sneha
Excellent.
Burla, just
I'm
excellent.
excited. I'm excited to hear that news. Who is that
Yeah,
boy?
so I would like
Is he available in the
Well,
audience?
Sneha Burla, she has memorized Panini's Ashtadhyayi, 2 chapters of Ashtadhyayi. Give her a big round of applause.
Very good. Is she available now in the audience? I'm not able to see.
Yes, sir. She's there. Yeah, she's highlighted there. Sneha.
In the second screen or first screen?
She's Sneha. Uchai vadatu Sneha.
Namaskara.
Acha. Very good. Very good.
Remember
Can you please?
Ashtadhyayi.
Yes, last time I heard one sutra read out by her. Can you please read out one sutra just briefly? Sutra itself is brief. Please, Sneha, come out.
Vriddhiraदैच adin gunaha
Ah,
iko guna vriddhi.
excellent, excellent. All our congratulations to you. Very nice of you, sir. Very nice. You have brought out
Thank you.
excellent things. So now
Thank you.
let us proceed to Balbhaskar garu. Vedic mathematics. Are you ready? All the children
sir.
ready for the mathematics? Yeah, very nice. Proceed. Bhaskar garu, please take over.
Sure.
You got sufficient time, sir, Bhaskar garu. Last
Yeah,
week you
yeah.
asked only 30 minutes. We are giving 40 minutes. A bonus of 10 minutes to you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Please.
Yeah. Let's revise the last week concept. It's just a warm up for today's concept. Last week we have discussed 11 to 19 tables, and the technique what I have discussed is, for example, 17 into 8 is there. It calculate everything. Just 7 into 8 you check. 7 into 8 is 56, and add this 8 to here. Leave the rightmost digit. Just add 8 to here. That will become 136.
We are not able to see anything on the screen,
That will
sir.
become.
Screen is blank for me.
Sorry,
You have not yet typed anything.
stop share. 1 second, sir. Are you able to see now?
Yeah, now we are able to. Now we are able to. Thank you. Please
Okay.
proceed. Please repeat. Please
Yeah.
illustrate the same example again
Yeah.
once more.
Yeah, 17 into 8. When you are calculating, you need not worry about all the things. Just 7 into 8 you calculate. 7 into 8, 56. Okay? In 56, leave about the rightmost digit and just add this 8 to this 5. 5 plus 8, 13. That is the answer. Okay, if you are able to calculate these two additions without pen and paper in mind, you can do it very quickly. Now give a try. So I am giving 19 into 8. Give a try and put me in the chat box. Everyone has to put the answer. Irrespective of others, you have to respond. You will consolidate who have responded and who didn't respond. So please respond. Please be attentive in the class. Okay. Okay. Next one. And you should be able to calculate without using pen and paper. Okay. If you are facing any difficulty, then use pen and paper. If you are calculating without using pen and paper, that is best. If you are able to calculate with using pen and paper, that is okay. But response is mandatory in any case. Okay. Do this. And ping me the answer. Ping me the answer in chat box. Hope everyone is doing with the techniques, with the technique whatever I have taught in last week. Okay. Okay. If someone newly joined today itself, for their benefit, I am teaching this technique once again. If anybody didn't follow last week, please follow now. Okay. In 16 into 9, just multiply these two. 6 into 9. Okay. 6 into 9, 54. Okay. Here, just leave the rightmost digit. Just add this 9. Add this 9 to this place. 5 plus 9. Okay. That 5 plus 9 will become 14. 144 is the answer. Okay. And next one, 18 into 7. 8 sevens are 56. 8 sevens are 56. Add 7 to this number. That means 5 plus 7, 12. 126 is the answer. 126. Okay. Next, 15 into 9. You calculate. You please calculate this one. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Most of the people got. If anyone still didn't get, please ping in chat box. I'll explain. Otherwise, I'll go to the next topic. I'll wait for 1 more minute for your responses. If anyone didn't get this concept, please ping me. If you are pinging me privately, that is also fine. Sairam, this is not a formula, it's just a technique. Yes, yes. Kushagri, yes. That whatever you have sent is correct. Okay, let's go to the next technique. The next technique is how to calculate the tables from 20 to 100 table. 20 to 100 table. So before going that, you should be able to do the prerequisite or requirement for that doing the table from 20 to 100 is you should be aware of 1 to 9 table, and you should be able to do additions. Then you can do it 20 to 100 tables very easily. For example, I am taking a example of 78 into 9. 78 into 9. Okay, 78 into 9. Catch this technique. You are multiplying 7 separately. 7 into 9, 63. And 8 into 9, 72. Okay. Leave the rightmost digit here. Just add this to this whole number. 63 plus 7. Okay. Now this is 702. Okay. 702. So what is the difficulty here? You are multiplying 7 into 9, 8 into 9. Just leave about the rightmost digit and then add this single digit to this number. So you are getting 702. So I will explain one more thing. 96 into 7. Okay. 9 sevens are 63. 6 sevens are 42. Now 6, 7, 2. 6, 7, 2. You should be able to calculate these two multiplications in the mind, and you should be able to add these two numbers in mind. Then you can do it very quickly. Okay. Anish, okay. Great. Most of the stuff. Thank you. You are catching the concept. Now you do it. 88 into 4. Ping the answer. Okay. Okay. I am explaining. 8 into 4, 32. And 8 into 4, 32. Just leave about the rightmost digit. 32 plus 3, 352. 32 plus 3, 35 and 2. Next one. 76 into 8. Please ping the answer. Okay. Great. Now 39 into 6. Okay, good. Anybody want to tell directly to my question? I will not type. I will give you a question directly. You have to respond then and there. Okay. Okay. Varun, I am unmuting you.
Okay. Okay.
Just unmute. Uh, 77 into 5.
77 into 5. Okay, 385.
Yes. Very good. Excellent. Mute yourself. Sneha. 87 into 4.
87 into 4. 4 7 3. 360. 366. Oh, sorry, 300.
87 into 4. 8 into 4, 32. 7 into 4, 28. 32 plus 2, 34. 8. 348. Okay? Okay. Next, Anish.
Yes.
Anish, unmute.
Yes, I am.
56 into 7.
392.
If you are facing in, how much?
392.
Very good.
Sorry.
Kandukuri Kiran. 78 into 9.
702, sir.
Very good. Srinika. 96 into 5.
96 into
Hope you are doing without pen and paper. You didn't switch on your video.
480.
Yeah, very good. Pranav. 48 into 7.
48 into 7. 4 times 8, 32, 48, 7, 8 times 7, 56, 42, 56, 42 plus 5, 47, 476.
48 into 7. I have given.
Oh, yeah, okay. 48 into 7. 4 times 7 is 28. 8 times 7 is 56. 28 plus 5 is 33. 336. 330.
Yeah, very good. 336. Next. Rishit.
Yes, sir.
Rishit.
Yes, sir.
please switch on your video.
Yes, sir.
64 into 6.
64 into 6. 384.
Very good. Excellent. One minute. Yeah. Anyone? Sirisha Nemani. Yeah. 73 into 4. If you are facing difficulty, use pen and paper.
What was the question again?
73 into 4.
282. I mean 292.
7 into 4, 28. 3 into 4, 12. 28 plus 1, 29. 2. 292. Okay. Good. Okay. Anyone? Akhilesh.
Yes.
66 into 5.
66 into 5 is equal to
Use pen and paper.
330.
Use pen and paper. Very good. Yeah, if I am asking one person, others also can
330.
respond in the chat box.
330.
Okay, you need not sit idle. Okay, you can do your work. The person who is speaking will be responding to me. Remaining people, please put it in the chat box. Okay.
330 is answer.
Yeah, very good. Daksha and Skanda. Okay. 48 into 7.
336. 336.
Very good. Excellent. Shanvi.
Yes.
Okay. 38 into 9.
38 into 9 is so 8 times 9 is 72. And the question was 38 times 9. So 72. Okay, put there. And then 38 times 9. So 3 times 9 is 27. And 27 is 340.
If
No,
you are
sorry.
facing difficulty, use pen and
342.
paper.
342.
Very good. Sai Srujan.
Yes, sir.
84 into 5.
420.
Very good. Excellent. Others, please respond. Okay. Please respond in chat box.
Go to the second screen, sir.
Okay. Sure. Today we will discuss one Vedic Maths mantra. The one is Eka Nyunena Purvena. I will write it in English and Telugu, don't worry.
It is not visible to me, sir. Bhaskar.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute, Guru Gar.
Okay.
Is it visible now?
Yeah, no. System screen has come, not your screen.
Now?
Yeah, now it is all right.
Okay.
It is in Telugu.
Eka Nyunena Purvena.
You write in English.
Whatever we have learned 11 to 20, 20 to 100, those are just tricks, math tricks to learn the multiplication tables very easily. They are not Vedic maths, just a mathematical tricks I have taught you before going to Vedic maths part. Okay. Today we are discussing the authentic Vedic maths mantra Eka Nyunena Purvena. Okay. In English also I am writing Eka. Okay. That phonetic symbols I can't put it because I am using a normal notepad. You have to give a long pronunciation here. Eka Nyunena. Here also. Nyunena Purvena. Okay. Eka Nyunena Purvena. Eka means 1. Nyunena means less than. Less than. Purvena means previous number. 1 less than previous number. Total meaning is Purvena, if you take it as a single word, it is previous. But when we take the contextual meaning, it is previous number. We are speaking in a mathematical context, so previous number. Here, previous number has some special meaning. It is not denoting any position. Okay, wherever that word comes, you have to understand the contextual meaning. If you take the exact meaning or as it is meaning, if you take a true translation, it will give some wrong perceptions. Okay, so Purvena, previous number. I will tell what is that meaning of contextual meaning of that previous number. Okay. When to use. You must know When to use this mantra means every mantra has its application area. Means in the context of for every disease there is a medicine. You should not use one medicine. For example, for typhoid one medicine is there, for malaria another medicine is there. You should not use malaria medicine for typhoid or typhoid medicine for malaria. In the same way, for every pattern, every problem, there is a mantra. You have to apply suitable mantra. In which problems, which kind of problems this mantra should be utilized, you must know it. To multiply two numbers, if one number, if at least one number has all its digits as nines. To multiply two numbers, if at least one number has all its digits as nines, that means what? One number should be 999 or 999 or 9999 or 99,999. Likewise, it should have all its digits as nines. This is also called as nines pattern. This mantra is also called as nines pattern. To multiply two numbers, if at least one number has all its digits as nines, that means at least one number in multiplication should be like this: 999 or 999 or 9900. For example, if the number is like this, you please respond. Can we use Ekanyunena Purvena? See this number. You have to ping me in the chat box. We should not use. Why we should not use? That number has impurity. It is not applicable. All the digits should be nines. Then only we can use. Only one number is enough. In multiplication, there will be two numbers. One number should have at least one number should have all its digits as nines. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for your response and attentiveness. I'll show you how to do this. In this, we have three cases. Today, I'll discuss one case. For example, 999 into 365 is there. In 365, just to do this, 365 minus 1 means 1 less than, right? 365 minus 1, it is 364. Okay. Now, subtract from left to right. 9 minus 3.
Bhaskar garu, we are not able to see.
9 minus 3. Don't put.
Bhaskar garu, not able to see.
Some problem is coming, sir. That's why. Are you able to?
Yeah, now we are able to. Now we are able to. Okay, proceed. Now we are able to see.
I think it. Okay. I will start explaining from the beginning. 999 into 365. Okay. Here, our mantra is telling Ekanyunena Purvena 1 less than previous number. Here, I told you previously, previous number means it is not denoting any position. Here, base for our mantra is all nines number. This is all nines number. Other than that, whatever the number is there, that is called previous number. It is not the previous number. It is not denoting any position. Here previous means the number which is other than all nines number is called previous number. This one. Okay. Now subtract 1 from this number. 365 minus 1. Please respond. Okay. 365 minus 1. 364. Okay. Now you subtract from left to right and place them right side. 9 minus 3, how much? 9 minus 3. This 9 minus 3, 6. 9 minus 6, 3. 9 minus 4, 5. That is the answer. Okay, that is the answer. With the help of this, we can even calculate 10-digit numbers also. With the simple technique, we can even calculate any number of digits multiplication. Okay, and let me explain for 5 digits. Anyone please ping your favorite 5-digit number. Okay, someone pinged 696. Okay, one is enough. I am taking 67546. Akhilesh number I am taking 67546. Okay, when you subtract 1 from this number, what is the answer? Please ping now. Okay, 67545. Okay, now subtract from left to right. 9 minus 6, 3. 9 minus 7, 2. 9 minus 5, 4. 9 minus 4, 5. 9 minus 5, 4. This is the answer. Okay, everything, not only the subtraction, this one along with this is the answer. Okay, we are subtracting 1 from this number and placing it here, and we are subtracting from left to right and placing it right side. 9 minus 6, 3, and 9 minus 7, 2. 9 minus 5, 4. 9 minus 4, 5. And 9 minus 5, 4. We are placing it right side. Hope you got it. For your understanding, I am taking a simple sum, 2-digit number. 99 into 78. Okay. When you take this, subtract 1 from this number. How much? 77. Okay, 9 minus 7, 2. 9 minus 7, 2. That is the answer. 7,722. That is the answer. Okay, and with this technique, you can do your entire 9th table. If you do that, if you can understand that, you can do it very easily. Just 9 into 9. With this technique, we can do it. Subtract 1 from here and place it here. 9 minus 8, 1. And 9 into 8. 8 minus 1, 7. 9 minus 7, 2. 72. And next, 9 into 7. 7 minus 1, 6. 9 minus 6, 3. I know that you know ninth table, but with this technique, if you do it, you can understand the Ekanyunena Purvena concept very well. Okay. 9 into 6, you do with the Ekanyunena Purvena concept. Yeah. 6 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 5. 9 minus 5, 4. Okay. And 9 into 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 9 minus 4, 5. And 9 into 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 9 minus 3, 6. And next, 9 into 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 9 minus 2, 7. 9 into 2. 2 minus 1, 8, 1. 9 minus 1, 18. Next, 9 into 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 9 minus 0, 9. That means 9 to 1 equal to 9. Entire ninth table I have shown you using Ekanyunena Purvena concept. Okay? That's all. Over to you, Guru Garu.
Very good. So ఈ రకంగా today we have seen the mathematics of multiplications is not at all difficult. Not at all difficult. Last week we have given one poem in Telugu. Who can chant that Telugu poem on mathematics? Who can chant? How many people got that?
నాకు వచ్చింది.
ఎవరు వచ్చింది అన్నారు? వచ్చిన వాడు ఎవరు చెప్పండి ఒక్కసారి.
నారాయణ శ్రీకృతి.
ఓకే, ప్లీజ్ రిపీట్ ఇట్.
నవ సంఖ్య మాణికములొక శివలింగము పూజకైన జప్పుము సామోద్భవ సులోచన సంఖ్యకు భ్రమిమలమగు మణుల సంఖ్య భావించి తగన్.
What is the answer?
It was
What is the question raised in that poem?
288. Answer is 288. 288.
Into?
It is 9.
Is equal to how much?
Oh, ఇవాళతో మనం చేయొచ్చు.
ట్రై చేయండి. You try. Next week, I will read out a big poem, very big poem on maths. Very big, 12 steps poem. 12 steps poem. Okay? Next week.
Double steps.
Please note down. Next week, actually, next class. Actually, we are having Sankranti in this week. So, most of the children in India, actually, they are going to their native places. So, they requested a holiday. So, next class will not be on next Saturday. That is, on 16th, we don't have a class. But we will have a class on our next one. That is 23rd. Okay, please remember it. From 11th, from Monday, from here, that is today is 9th, from 11th to 17th, we are having vacation to facilitate all the people who are going to their native places and who want to have the festive mood actually. So we will not be disturbing, but at the same time, please get by heart all the Sundarakanda shlokas. We will be asking you, at random we will be asking, and we will be asking you the mathematical techniques given by our sir, Bhaskar sir. That is second thing. And then the small poems what I am reading out, that also you should get by heart. Today I read out one shloka. Druttavasane. That also you should get by heart. This is very, very important shloka. Actually, the significance of that shloka I will tell you subsequently. But first of all, you get it by heart. Okay. Now with this, you have any questions today? Yes, you can raise, and our Venkat Garu will answer you. Venkat Garu, please handle them. If they have any questions, please. Venkat Garu, I am not able to hear you.
Hear me now, sir?
Yeah, now I am able to hear.
1 second, Guru Garu. People are pinging in the chat box.
Okay.
Today I have discussed equal number of digits both sides. That
Yeah.
case only.
Correct.
I will be discussing the more number of digits and less number of digits in the previous number in next class.
Okay.
Don't get worried. People are pinging.
Yeah, because
Okay.
because the poem I have given last week, that contains less out of two numbers. One is 288, another one is a single 9. In such a case, how to do it?
Okay.
So next week, next class, you please carry out that task. Very nice.
We will do Shantri Mantra, sir, and then we'll take the questions from everyone.
Okay. Now I'll read out. And everybody, please, I think they got by heart. Otherwise, I will repeat. Okay, sir, please me repeat cheyandi. Otherwise,
yes, sir.
Everybody has to get by heart this shloka also. Kayena vacha.
Kayena vacha.
Manasendriyairva.
Manasendriyairva.
Buddhyatmanava.
Buddhyatmanava.
Prakrite svabhavat.
Prakrite svabhavat.
Karomi yadyat.
Karomi yadyat.
Sakalam parasmai.
Sakalam parasmai.
Narayanayeti.
Narayanayeti.
Samarpayami.
Samarpayami.
Once more we read. Kayena vacha manasendriyairva.
Kayena vacha manasendriyairva.
Buddhyatmanava prakrite svabhavat.
Buddhyatmanava prakrite svabhavat.
Karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai.
Karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai.
Narayanayeti samarpayami.
Narayanayeti samarpayami.
Happy Sankranti to all of you. Happy Sankranti.
Happy Sankranti, sir.
Happy Sankranti.
Sankranti.
You can ask a question.
Sankranti శుభాకాంక్షలు.
Very nice.
డౌట్ ఉంది.
You ask the questions, sir, or you receive the questions. We'll wait.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Go ahead. We'll unmute one at a time. Okay. So, Sai Srujana, you have a question?
Guru Garu, for the slokam Saradindu Samakare, the town or the city name is Basara. Is it Basara or Vasara?
Yeah, actually, Vasara means Basara. Sanskrit actually has got one formula called as Vabayo Rabhedaha. No difference between Va and Ba. What is that formula? Vabayo Rabhedaha.
Vabayo Rabhedaha.
That is no difference between Va and Ba. So where normally in our Janaganama also you see Utkala Vanga will be saying, but we will not say Bengal. That is Vanga means Banga. Banga means Bengal. Okay, that is a famous example.
Actually,
You said that
Yes, please. Next.
you will put the last week's notes in the WhatsApp group, like the poem and the slokas. Why
Slokas
didn't you
are
put
there in the WhatsApp group description. If you look at the group description, there is a PDF file with all the Sundarakanda shlokas, and there is an audio also. There is a link. Anyone?
Even the poem which Guruji said, that Vedic Maths poem.
That was actually, sir, what we are doing is now in this 1 week, all the recordings will be put under this YouTube, sir.
Okay.
We have
So
purchased
we'll put the YouTube link.
we have purchased a new computer yesterday, and actually we instructed our technician just now. So within few days time, by next class time, all the recordings of all the classes, they will be put under the YouTube, full recordings.
Okay. So that YouTube link will be there in the description, so you can always click and go to the YouTube.
The list of links we will be putting in the website. They can access the website, they can see the date, they can see the link, they can open it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
And someone is timings they are asking. So timings will be the same. So 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. is the class time. So it may start little early for practice or any revision of the previous shlokas, and it can extend after 9:30 for a few more minutes for any question and answers. So the real new content will be covered between 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. India time. So you can convert to your time zones. Any other questions? I'm new to the class. Yes, as Guru Garu explained, so we will send the YouTube link also. You can see all the previous recordings.
Actually, in between, you can communicate about these classes to your friends also. If they're interested,
Yeah,
they
please
can.
inform your friends. Yes,
The
sir.
admissions are open up to the month end of January, and those classes which are missed by them, the links will be sent. They can join. They can open the files and then they can see the contents and they can learn it. Okay, sir. Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
Kaushik is raising his hand. Kaushik, any question? Unmute.
Kaushik.
Dashika. Kaushik Dashika.
Kaushik Dasaka is new to the class.
Okay,
So,
okay. So namaskaram. I'm new here. I just came here today. Can I get added to the WhatsApp group?
yeah, so there is a WhatsApp group link I have already sent in the chat message here. I'm going to resend it now. Please get yourself added with that link.
Okay.
So I will send the chat link just now. I'm sending right now again in this chat message, so that everybody can join, whoever is not in the group right now. Okay. So the link I have already sent it just now. So okay.
Just now, please note down.
Thank you.
Please note the phone number of Sri Venkat Garu and my number also. Before the class, so suppose 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. our class is supposed to start. Up to 7:30, if you don't get any message, please immediately ring up. By chance,
Yes.
for any reason,
Yeah.
if the communication is not received by you, please contact us half an hour before.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So anyone in India, you can reach out to Guru Garu or Ramane Garu. Anyone outside the country, outside India, they always can reach me.
Okay. So that nobody should
Campaign
feel that
numbers.
communication is missing. That type of complaints, they are not acceptable. Actually, you should immediately call. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sending my phone number also and Guru Garu's phone number. So anyone outside India can always reach out to me. Okay, USA or Europe or any other country, they can all reach me. The US number. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sir. So
Thank you.
thank you all. We will meet again.
Sure.
On 23rd we'll meet. అందరికి కూడా
holidays.
హ్యాపీ సంక్రాంతి, శుభ సంక్రాంతి అందరికి కూడా. నమస్కారం అండి వెంకట గారు, అందరికీ కూడాను, అందరి పేరెంట్స్ అందరికీ కూడా నమస్కారం అండి. ధన్యవాదాలు. నమస్కారం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.